Hey team, this is Coach Jake. I'm ready to rock and roll this month with some fantastic advice to help you get the W. Some of the questions that were sent into my Life Happens Live It Facebook fan page were a challenge, but we both know that every challenge brings a choice. One student asked, I'm in the hall and other kids are slamming me into lockers. I just can't take it anymore. What can I do? Recently, I've been hearing about way too many students who are getting pushed into lockers and shoved around in the halls. Talk about wasted potential! If you want to push something, put that energy to good use and join the football team. You can push around my big foam tackling dummies until you are blue in the face. And I will even yell, motivate you with some encouraging words. The reason I want you to push my tackling dummies around instead of your classmates is because the foam pads, they don't have any feelings, but real people do. Even if it gets a laugh, it's never okay to push someone else down to make yourself feel better. It's kind of like hitting a foul ball. Sure, your bat touched the baseball, but it didn't connect in a way that moves your team forward. Let's pretend you're the one getting shoved around for a minute. Well, I'm a firm believer that you're never powerless if you are willing to use your head. So telling someone not to do something, it often evokes that, forget you, I'm going to do what I want response. If you can design a play that gets to their heart, this will give you a good chance at making a comeback. When kids would not stop pushing me around in high school, I told my teachers, my principal, and a counselor. I wanted to let those bullies know what it felt inside after they would humiliate me. So obviously this has to be done at a very strategic time, because in the moment when they are harassing you, especially in a group, it's hard to get through to them. Well, people aren't so tough when you get them alone. Write each one of them a letter, letting them know how it makes you feel. And the more emotional that letter is, the better. And don't run the bully down in this letter, because it will only make them more mad. Ask your principal or counselor to bring the bully into the office alone and make them read the letter to the adult. If you can strike their emotions, it may pull on their heartstrings enough to make a change. The second question was, everything I do seems to fail. How can I get some self-confidence? Building self-confidence is like putting on a pair of sunglasses. Choosing to focus on the times when you have failed, that's like putting on a super dark pair of scratched up sunglasses. The world will look dim and you'll notice failure just about everywhere you look. Even though we have all won and lost in the past, all I want you to pay attention to is your personal high points. These are the times when you made someone else smile, or tried something that you thought you couldn't do, or maybe even accomplished a huge challenge. From now on, these are the only thoughts I want you to put 100% of your focus into. Don't shoot yourself down with negative self-talk before you even have a chance. Say, I can, until proven wrong. Even if it might not work the first time, it doesn't mean you failed. You just have to adjust the strategy and try again. If you can't think of any past victories, then try to remember someone who's helped you in the past. They supported you because they believed in you. If no one's ever supported you in the past, then I want you to know that I believe in you. You are the reason why I fight through the physical pain I have every single day. That's why I stay up late answering these questions to make the videos. That's why I travel all over the country speaking to audiences just like you, because I know for a fact that every single student can feel good about themselves or help other people and achieve success. And yes, team, I'm talking about you. The last question that was sent in to me is, life is going pretty good, Jake, and I want to help other people. What can I do? In a game when you are way ahead, what does the coach usually do? Well, how about giving the starters a break so some of the people from the bench can get time in the spotlight? You can do the same thing and make a massive difference in someone else's life for zero money and little effort. All it takes is some donated time on your part. When I was a kid, all of my cousins were like 10 to 15 years older than me. If one of them would even talk to me, take me for a ride somewhere, just give me any amount of attention, it created an experience I never forgot. During a holiday, my older cousin David took me on a grocery run in a beautiful white 1987 Porsche Carrera. We rolled down the windows, cranked the stereo, which was playing Life in the Fast Lane, yeah! And we cruised down the road in style. He probably doesn't even remember that day, but can you tell what an impression that trip to the grocery store 15 years ago made on me? Although it may seem counterintuitive, the way for you to achieve all-star status is to help someone else shine. This is how you can do it. Acknowledge a kid who doesn't get much attention. Talk to someone who who may not be in your group of friends. Do something cool with a person who is younger than you are. In your community, if you know of any older people who could use some help or maybe would like a visitor, that's an opportunity to score bonus points. Even if you don't have a white Porsche to zoom around in, giving your time and attention is more than enough to create a powerful experience for someone else, like my cousin did for me 15 years ago. Well, that wraps up our coaching session, team. I want to thank you for showing up to practice this week. We came up with a game plan to help people understand what it feels like to be pushed around. We found how to look past our failures in the past and only notice the victories so we can build confidence today, and what the gift of time and attention can do to brighten the day for somebody else. I would be happy to tackle your questions, so keep sending them in to the Life Happens-Live It Facebook fan page. Play fair, play hard, and remember, you are all on the same team.